I think a major issue that law enforcement has with civilians in society is that they stop talking to each other. You know, people automatically hate the police, and they have that preset mind that they don't want to talk to us, they don't trust us because of things that have happened before. If people would just talk to each other, like when we do around now, I think things would be a lot better.
And see, that's why law enforcement, or let's just say police, don't want to talk to us, don't want to do a video or documentary, because they don't want their image to be tarnished. They're trying to hold their position. They're trying to hold the oath, you know, so they can keep their job, so they can keep feeding their families, so they can keep riding in nice cars and going on nice vacations. Yes, it goes down like that.
I would say, I think what can change is that police really want to make an impact into finding out what's going on with the youth today, or not even just the youth, but just people in general. They just got to learn how to approach people in a better manner. Stop always thinking that because we look the way we look or we dress a certain type of way, that we all criminal. And like, I mean, ain't none of us perfect, but you know what I'm saying? We all got families, we all got kids we try to raise, we got jobs that we go to every morning, you know, and it's a blessing to be part of that with your family. But to also feel like when you leave your house that you're probably more in danger of getting in contact with the police more than getting in contact with a stranger that might try to do something to you.
But a lot of the problem is that we have cops that know the system is crooked and they keep their mouth shut because they're trying to keep their job. Yes, let's talk about it. We have some good cops and we have a lot of bad cops.
Hey man, I got a question for you quick.
Up,
you know what I'm saying? Let me know what's up, man. How you feel about the cops out here, and you know how they be treated?
They killing us with no remorse. They ain't got to answer to nobody. You feel what I'm saying? So when we load up and go at them, then what's up? You feel what I'm saying? But these cops, bro, that badges ain't nothing but a shield to kill. You feel what I'm saying? On the real. So we out here, we just keep that bond and we do what we do. We stay together. Keep that bond tight, bro. It's us, never them. All the time.
Do you think that society, like people like us, ordinary people, and you know, law enforcement can ever get along, or what can they change?
We'll never get along. Society, law enforcement can never get along with society because we who came from poverty. You feel what I'm saying? We've been at the bottom of the bottom. You feel what I'm saying? We just trying to make it to the top. All the cops, the law enforcement, they want to be law enforcement because it's the easy way out of this. If you want to be in this, life itself is a struggle, man. We come from the bottom to the top, and we make it how we make it. You feel what I'm saying? The cops, they put the badge on them just to shield them, man. But if it's real, bro, we out here f***ed up. We just doing what we do. We out here shooting videos, out here getting money, out here doing what we do, staying they way, bro, but they invade our privacy. You know what I mean? We just trying to live. That's it. That's all I can say. We trying to live, bro.
Because a lot of these cops are there just to get a check. A lot of these cops are afraid, so they have to get some type of protection. It's like joining a gang for them. We have some cops that just have mental issues that just want to boss people around. We need to get officers to protect and serve. When you say protect and serve, that's what you should be doing. Protecting us from what? Animals. These animals that's out here. Killing off folk. Robbing folk.
Well, if that's the case, maybe that's what
they're just doing it wrong.
If humans cannot serve,
exactly. They need the same questions that they ask when you do military or something. You get denied if you answer the wrong question.
Yeah, they need to do. Yeah. If humans cannot serve and protect other humans without it being a human thing, where I'm scared and I'm killing innocent people, it's like no.
Cops be scared. Some of them cops be scared. Now look, they be having people that just go up to cops and shoot them. They be scared. They be scared. They just do it in a reaction as I'm not a cop no more. I'm me.
Right. I got a family.
Yeah, but I feel like if that's the case, then you need to look up. You need to take into a different type of a line of career.
They probably didn't know that
when you take on a career as a police officer, your main job is to protect and serve. Yeah. But if you can't put aside your own personal thoughts on situations, you
Police brutality has been happening for a long time, as we know. Slavery, the slave trade, the chain gang. We all understand that black people were hung back in those days by white supremacists, and the jails were led by white supremacists. Government was led by white supremacists. We understand all of that. The problem is, now we're in a new place in society. We have different morals these days. Things has changed, but not that much. We still getting harassed, getting pulled over for silly things. We can get into detail of that, because things like tail lights and headlights and speeding tickets, I mean, you can pull somebody over for that, but don't have to get their ID and go search their business. If you pull them over for that, you pull them over for that, and leave it at that.
I'm 44 years old, and I'm originally from Indiana, and I had the bad experience with police drawing their gun on me for pouring out the suds of an empty can. I don't deserve to have a pistol pulled on me, just like Ernesto said that we all have families, we all have lives and jobs and people we have to take care of. My daughter is afraid of the police at the age of 15, 16. She wouldn't want to call the police. She'd rather something happened than she's scared to call the police for help. Are y'all our help or our hurt? Because we feel like if we call y'all just look at us like we all criminals. I'm not a criminal. Right. Probably my past life I done some things I'm not proud of, but now I'm grown and I'm older and understand life, and I'm trying to change for the better. And everybody around me, I don't hang out with guys that's doing negative stuff. Everybody I hang around, we trying to do something positive out here in the community, whether it's with each other's families or together. We're not breaking no laws. We just trying to live our life and be alive for our kids to see them grow and go off to college or whatever they direction path they choose to go in their life. That's just my experience.
All right, so man, we out here in the streets, man. We getting all these questions and these answers to what can happen between the people and law enforcement. Like how do you feel about law enforcement treating the people?
I mean, to be honest, like law enforcement, man, I respect them because they do their job, they do what they gotta do. I mean, when crime happens, when crime happens, man, crime happens and they gotta do their job. That's what they get paid for. But it's like now, it's just like sometimes I be thinking, bro. Thinking like, what happened to Trayvon Martin? What happened to this person? What happened to that person? And that wouldn't make me get my feelings about the police, but I respect them because they do their job and do the right thing. Because there could be a lot of killers and a lot of rapists out here if it weren't for the police. So that's why we give our salute to the police.
Okay. So what can they do about the stereotyping about, we still believe as black people that there's driving while black, walking while black, just being black, period. Just in the urban communities, we always been targeted in the urban communities because we're black. Right. How do you feel about that?
I mean, reason why, because of what black people did back in the day. You got some black people that just go crazy and just do anything because they feel like, hey, we black. But I feel about it, I mean, black people need to calm down, and the police want to stereotype us.
A good way to make the community better, relationships better between the people that's not police and the police is, better communication. As far as, the old school way when the police used to, get out the car and talk to the kids and maybe throw the football with them and, laugh with them a little bit, see what they life is like, what kind of goals they have, what kind of career paths they have, right. Things like that. Instead of riding past the kids, looking at them like they always up to something.
Drugs to people, those are murderers.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when you serve somebody up, that person could overdose. You're contributing to that, so that means you are a part of it. But it's people out here right now that's making real big money because Atlanta is like a damn walking fashion show and it's all about flashy. Here you are you really looking for the source, or are you just trying to get the little guys because you just feel like this is just enough for me to keep my name as far as my authority goes?
Or to keep a
right? But jails get paid by bringing people to jail, so they have to grease their palms. You know, they have to go on patrol and stop people for this and stop people for that. That's how they make their money. It's sad, but that's how it works. I wish it was a different way, but that's how it works. Can it change? Absolutely it can change. Do they want to change? I don't think there'll be a chance in hell to change.
And then at the same time, like if you're gonna talk to the youth and throw a ball with them, talk to them and make sure they're going to the school, you can also do that with the guys that you do see out there. I mean, we like to play football too. Just because we done got older don't mean that we don't like to have fun like kids do, but if we outside having some fun, it's automatically assumed as in we're loitering, and we're doing something wrong. Like, where you want us to go? You know what I mean? In Clayton County, there's not really much things that you could do. You have a couple gyms and, a aquatic center, which is all right and everything, but where can we go? Where can we go to be amongst each other in peace and have a Saturday afternoon or with our friends the same way that officers have off days and have Saturdays afternoons and probably with their friends and they probably drinking some beer or doing something. But I mean, either way it go, like they could talk to us too. You know what I'm saying? Like they can approach us like, hey, how y'all guys doing? What's going on? How y'all fellas doing? How's the family doing? Something like, and if I feel the approach is positive, then I can talk to them and relate in a positive manner. Like, I'm doing all right, officer. How you doing? How's your family? You got a family? Oh, maybe he can help me with something in life that I need help with, and I just didn't know it. But maybe if he approached me in a positive way, it could get across that way. Instead of it just being everybody's tense because we don't know what's the first thing they're gonna say, or get on the ground and it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it ain't even all about that. I mean, we understand that there are people and criminals out here that would hurt the police. But, on another note, just because you see a group of guys, you can't just always think that. It's not good because then the officer goes along with his career thinking and doing the same thing constantly. And he's not getting better as an officer because he's not learning how to communicate with the people, especially the area that he's in. If it does have crime, okay. Now, when you see a group of guys and you notice these group of guys on a basis where, okay, this young man lives right here, and I see him with the same friends, it ain't nothing too bad ever going on, then yeah, you could drive by and we'll wave at you. Hey, how you doing? Hey, y'all getting too loud. All right, officer, sorry about that. We'll take you to the back or something. But tell us what we can do to be better so that you don't feel stressed doing your job.
Yeah, but like I was saying, I was picking my car up from the junkyard, and because I had left it, because I was deciding to junk it, or if I was gonna keep it. But like I said, I told the Lord, well, if I can sell this car, I'll give you half of it. I got just tired of looking at it, so I was gonna junk it at the junkyard. But I left it up there still indecisive what I wanted to do, and I went out and did some other work. Came back to my car late on that night, about 1-2 o'clock, and I was stating to my cousin that don't be surprised if the police pull up. Lo and behold, after finishing that statement, quicker than usual, I did see two at one end of the road, and
so when you think of it that way, it's like, look at what you up against. Now these same people. Now in Clayton County, and matter of fact, I'm gonna speak as Georgia as a whole. They still have racism in Georgia. It's racism everywhere. Let's just put it to you like that. But listen, we know Georgia's a racist state. Okay? They trying to, adjust the laws, modify the laws a different way. But what's happening is you have all these little tedious laws now. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, it's no need for it. Because you know why? Because black people, especially black people, get harassed the most with these tedious charges.
But like with the police right now, especially in Georgia, they want to see everybody down. Nothing about this police force, period, unless you move it to a different county. Because Clayton County right now, baby, if they could get you locked up right now, they're going to lock you up right now because they feel like I came out here for something.
I haven't experienced no kind of cop, nothing from
I have.
Or College Park, because I'm from College Park. And I still
That's what, Fulton County?
Yeah, Fulton County.
Man, Clayton County, out of every county, since I've been here, since I moved here, since I've listened to people discuss here, people that were born and raised here, everybody talks about Clayton County. And Clayton County is the worst county out of them all. And living in Clayton County, I feel like I'm back in Jersey City. But it's crazy because there's so many other big crimes that are going on. Y'all not even addressing the big. Y'all here, y'all all over little.
Another thing is too, what happened to warnings? Instead of just going straight to being aggressive and want to take somebody to jail or, you know what I'm saying, or give them a ticket. What happened, like he said, just having a conversation, just talk. You don't mind a warning. If you warn somebody, we understand what you're talking about. And we make sure, it's done. Whatever you
understand, it's your job to do. So we respect the police, but the police that don't respect us, how are we going to offer respect back if we're not given that when you approach us? And that's the biggest issue with us and the police. It's the respect factor when you guys pull up on us and your demeanor is negative instead of coming to us like adults or human beings, and y'all treat us like we're kids and we're up to mischief and we're not out here doing that, and y'all approach us is unfair. Yes. So that makes our attitude change towards the police when you approach us in that demeanor.
I don't think the police are made or formed to do things and protect us for us, just for our safety. I don't think they're here to protect us for our safety. I think they're here to put money in their pockets. While they go on 2 weeks vacation, we have innocent people sitting in jail with minor charges that need to be home with their family making money. Their family home, you have no idea what that person's life is like. So when you put that person, that man in jail, or that female in jail, you don't know if they are the sole provider of that house. 9 times out of 10, they are a provider in the house, or the sole provider in the house, which can damage the whole family. Yes, they have laws where they can put you on payment plans, and they have laws that, they have ways to lessen your charges and lessen your pay and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you have to take a day off from work. It's stressful. It never gets solved. At the end of the day, you still coming out your pocket. You understand what I'm saying? So who is it really helping? Is it helping them or is it helping us? It's helping them. By y'all stopping us helps y'all cause.
The system, period, to me, is a conflict of interest. I hate to say that. You shouldn't feel that way, but I feel like it's a conflict of interest because, lo and behold, the judge government, I hate to say that, the DA government, the police government, and with that being said, we see, they gonna see each other all the time. So even if they don't talk, they know each other. Hey, just by saying hi and bye. So that makes a relationship, regardless.
And it all works together.
Just like me and my kids. If my kids get to fight with a friend that he invites over to his house, and his friend run to me and say, yo, son, hit me in the head with that toy. Regardless, I'm gonna make an excuse for my son and say, y'all just going back in there. I'm not gonna punish my son, which he should be punished for hitting this boy in the head with a car.
Right.
The police, if they bring you in on false pretense and they lose a case, they should be punished. I don't care if it is your workmate. They should pay me for coming. See, why should you be able to allow me to come to work, take time off, lose money, and not pay me for that?
Right.
But you get to be wrong and leave and go do your job, or be right and go leave and do your job. That ain't right. If I'm losing money, you should lose money.
Exactly.
No person should be walking out their doors and have to look over their shoulders because cops, they're just relentless. And I'm not saying that like they pit bulls or nothing like that. I'm just saying they just be on the prowl looking. It's like they're the lions and we're the elk. You understand what I'm saying? So when you look at it from that way, and you see the history, and you see where the origins come from, how can you sit there and say that their actions are justified by their justification alone? You get what I'm saying? Because they made their own laws up. There was laws already placed way before them. Right? There was laws already placed before them. We changed them. And we keep changing them over time. How is anything that's tangible and that's forever changing?
Yeah, I might have just ran from you when I was younger. And made you work for it to chase me down and all that. But now as grown men, we don't feel like we need to do that no more because why? Because we're not involved in what you think we're involved in. You know? So our approach is gonna be like, hey, run for what? We're not doing that. You know, come talk to me. But then when the minute you come talk to me, you have all your weapons drawn, or you know, the sergeant has a AK-47. It's like, why? You know, what are we doing that wrong for you to make yourself feel like you need to scare us? You know, I mean, it's not fair. And you know, at this point in time, none of us have free money to give. Once again, we don't. So we got to take a stand sooner or later and say, hey, we're not guilty. We're not guilty of that. If you want to talk to us and say, hey, you know, giving y'all a warning, y'all need to cut this out or take it to the back. All right, cool. Then we'll do that. But to just constantly get provoked and pushed like we're criminals just because we're outside in a neighborhood that, okay, has had its problems. But you ain't never had to come in front of that man's house because of a shooting or anything like that. Like, it ain't never been nothing like that with any of us around here. They see us and they see our faces and everything. Then all of a sudden one day we're being criminals because we're standing outside of a friend's house trying to do something positive. I just want to break that cycle. So that's why all of us was willing to do this little documentary. And maybe it could lead to something better for all of us in the future. Maybe we can all do documentaries, you know, and maybe the county can help us do a program to talk to the youth. Instead of just making the youth see what they normally see. Oh, we gotta pay the ticket, or we're going to jail, or we're gonna be on probation, and all of this stuff for something that could have been resolved by just simple words, simple communication. And that's just where we're gonna have to leave it at right now, where we're gonna take our stand.
How can you trust something that's forever changing? The laws change every year. A law changes every year. And it may be more laws than I think. But I know they change the law every year. And they contradict. Every law contradicts itself. And then we tell them about it and they look at us like we're the stupid one. Right? It's time for it to stop. The system, the police, all of them worked together. And it's them against us, believe it or not. It's government against people. It's not we all are together, because we all are divided. Even just in our views in politics and in this conversation alone.
You know, they probably come to you with their biased opinions.
But
like,
you know, they probably thinking this not gonna happen to you. You got cops that been cops for years and ain't never had to draw their gun ever.
I never what?
Yeah. Never had to draw their gun ever and been cops for over 5, 6, 7, 8 years. They like, this ain't gonna happen to me. But when it do happen, they're scared. They're not prepared mentally. They just like, I'm going to protecting myself.
So maybe they need to start preparing them more in a military sense.
Like how they do
people go to military, and it's a lot of people that come back from the military scarred from the things that they've seen or things that they
thought that would never never
which
happened.
is the same thing for the police. Right now with the police, I could get it if you're scared, but if you're scared, you need to speak up to your higher authorities so that they can step in and they can then give you a break or give you some type of testing or send you to a doctor or something like that. Right now I feel like a lot of the police are all biased. I got pulled over at the QT. When I got pulled over at the QT, we just got there, literally. Pulled up. We didn't even get out the car yet. One person got out the car, but me and my mother stayed in the vehicle.
The same vehicle, right?
Yes, the same vehicle. No windows rolled down, no nothing. I watched the 2 police officers stand at their vehicle eating. The person came back in, got back in the car, and then they came and knocked on my window saying that they smell weed smoke. Well, where did you smell it from?
All of a sudden, I seen another car coming down the road with no lights on, and I ran out to stop it because my truck was angled to where he could have hit it. And as I was, yelling at that car for not coming down the street so fast, I realized that was the police. They cut the lights on me, and I raised my hand. And when he got out, he was made a statement, and I said, "Officer, I'm just here." He told me to shut up. So as he did that, I shut up. I was quiet, And the other 2 cops came up, and as I was standing there, when they came up, the lead officer stated, "What you guys doing out here?" And I didn't answer, realizing that he had told me to shut up. So the female officer said, "You didn't hear the officer talking to you? He asked you a question, you answer." I said, "He told me also to shut up." I said, "Now if you want to ask me questions, I'll answer yours." Because she said, "Well, he's the lead officer, But the thing is, when he did begin to talk, I began to go back and cooperate, And I stated to him, I'm out here. I was picking up my car, and he said, "This late?"
Y'all knocked on the window saying that y'all smell weed smoke, but we just rolled these windows down. Anybody knows if you're smoking and really trying to have that little concealed area where you trying to really chief, as soon as I rolled this window down, there was smoke would have came out the windows.
Right.
There is no smoke.
Yeah.
There's nothing. So what are you smelling? Are you smelling or are you snooping? Because at this point right now, I feel like my rights are being violated because you wanted a reason. You needed a reason, and according to the amendments of the law right now, it's all right, you need probable cause. So in order for you to be able to come over here and do anything, you needed a probable cause to come and step to me. So you use that, but I'm like, okay, well now just because you said that, I'm ready to go to the precinct. Test my urine, test whatever you need to test. I know I don't smoke weed.
Just say, okay, yeah, I can give you the money and I don't have to go through all this, but if I'm innocent and we start to fight for our innocence, that's what we have to do to go through all this.
Right.
So if we have to do cameras and set up 3 different trials just to get to this point, that's what we're trying to prove.
Yeah, we'll be willing to do that. Because at some point, we gotta say, at some point, we feel as a person, as a man, you gotta take a stand, and we all decided together to take this stand and actually say, hey, we didn't do nothing wrong.
What can change? Well, I'll tell you like this, and people ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but what can change is our morals and what we believe in. Because if you think about it, we had all these creative minds come into the world and put this spin on things. They came up with good ideas and they came up with bad ideas. But at the end of the day, so much information has been transferred. So many laws has been changed. So many people went in office and left office that it's all discombobulated now. We have to go back to the original. We have to go back to the book. We have to go back to the Word of God. Because if we are religious people and we believe in religion, and I'm just speaking on people that believe in religion, we understand that there was something before us and there was laws placed before us. When them laws changed, it changed because we changed it. That is just the heart of it. They changed because we changed it. And in order for it to get back to basics, back to fundamentals, back to judging righteously, is seek God.
You know, and we was trying to do something positive. You know, Judge saw what we was trying to do. I mean, if we was wrong by just doing it and if we was too grouped up, then I feel like they could just come and say that. You know, and we really just want to keep on moving forward with our life. And you know, maybe when I was 21, maybe I would have just paid it and been like, oh well, I'm just pay it because I don't want to deal with it.
Or might have just ran from you.
Or might have just ran from you when I was younger, and made you work for it to chase me down and all that. But now, as grown men, we don't feel like we need to do that no more because why? Because we're not involved in what you think we're involved in. You know, so our approach is gonna be like, hey, run for what? We're not doing that. You know, come talk to me. But then when the minute you come talk to me, you have all your weapons drawn, or you know, the sergeant has a AK-47. It's like, why?
You will heal the land. And that is my message. I don't have a prep message, but that is my message. Because we have to seek God first before He heals the land, my Lord. You understand what I'm saying? So, who changed the laws? We changed the law. Ain't nobody else changed the law. The animals ain't changed the law. You know, God set the laws. We changed the law.
In the cell, ask the Lord save him, release him from this hell. Oh yeah. Don't wanna see murder, just wanna see murder. He's not a murderer. Free Corey Miller. Boss lean on the G.O.D. Don't worry me, it's still N-O-L-I-M-I-T. Mac behind bars, bars behind Mac. I tunes in on